conceive of any high school in America not offering at least Spanish or French or Latin, some foreign language, but we're not offering the language of the digital age.
I think that coding should be a part of the curriculum. Reading, writing, arithmetic, and coding.
The benefit to adding the coding to the high school, middle school, and even elementary school curriculum is that we start that problem-solving process much earlier, start those critical thinking skills much earlier, so that as the students progress throughout school, that platform is already developed for them to continue to build and become better problem solvers and better thinkers.
Well, this is the second year that we've had the CodeTN competition, which is a project of the Great Schools Partnership. We want 144 Tennessee school districts to teach kids how to write code.
Buzz would tell you a competition gets people to the table, and of course if we're offering a $5,000 cash prize, that's an incentive for somebody to learn how to code.
People don't want to hear a lecture about football, they want to go to a football game. Kids don't want to hear us talk about code writing, they want to write code.
Let's slow people down. Let's put objects and hardware in their hands. Let's give them open source software that has a moderate learning curve, and let's give them an immediate ability to see the call and response that technology can provide for them through a creative process.
Art takes a lot of practice. It's something that you're not good at when you start immediately, and the same goes for code.
If you look at any sort of website, you can look at the color scheme, you can look at the font, and you can say, oh, this can be like a piece of art, this can be beautiful.
I'll look at it sometimes and be like, wow, I really learned something here. I really structured something nice. Man, I really solved a problem.
When you begin to code, and the more successful you are, the more your self-esteem builds, and it lets you start to explore other areas of leadership.
Writing code is the ultimate teamwork environment, because most modern web apps have three parts. You've got the code, you got the database, you got the front end, what the client sees. And you've got to programmatically teach those things how to work together.
I'm really excited to start working with my team and getting into the competition. I'm really excited.
So I found a bunch of guys who I put the team together with, and suddenly we've become really good friends in just a couple months of coding together.
You know, code writing viewed properly is a way to help humanity. It's a new tool that we have. It's a new language that we have. It can solve problems for us.
We're all wanting to direct this to students so students can be empowered to give back to their community. A lot of people think, well, here's the students, they're in middle school or high school, they can't volunteer, they can't give anything back. And for me, I think that's a kind of egregious oversight for the fact that a lot of these kids here created applications because they wanted to give back and they wanted to volunteer and they wanted to solve problems.
As we're giving them valid skills to do something cool now. So we're going to give them enough experience to go out there and play with something and build something.
If we're not preparing them for the jobs of the future, then I think we're doing them a disservice. We want to be able to have a whole glut of students and developers ready, waiting in the wings to be able to fill those jobs, stay here locally, build up the local economy, and then continue the cycle of volunteering, training, reaching out.
So yes, it's about teamwork and working together. It's about leadership.
But I've had kids who came in to just get an honors credit or an AP credit, or all of a sudden going, wow, I think I might do this for a living. Or they take their passion and combine it with code and make another product out of that.
Before this, I didn't really know what to do.
But now there's just so many possibilities. I could go for web design, something computer science related, some actual scientific research with that.
So workforce development, the creation of community, and then also the empowerment for people to take their own destiny into their hands and to demystify technology so that they are not held entrapped by it, are the keys that we want to try to give to the community with this program.
I think anybody can do it, and I would just encourage everybody to go try it because it is so cool and it really is only limited by your imagination.
If you're willing to be with other people, if you're willing to fail, if you're willing to try to experiment with new things and really dive into something that a lot of people don't have a complete knowledge about, but that you could add to, then CodeTN is for you.